the directions say, if cosine theta equals this, what are the values of the other 5 trig functions? Now I know you guys know what the other 5 trig functions are, but it's also important to know which quadrant we're in. So if you draw a triangle in each of these quadrants, what would it look like? This triangle in quadrant 2, this triangle in quadrant 3, and this triangle in quadrant 4. Now one of these triangles actually doesn't work. But before I get there, let's talk about these numbers. Do you guys know what cosine equals? Cosine theta equals adjacent over hype. So if that's true, what's the adjacent number here? Is it 2 or the 3? It is 2. Do you guys know what the adjacent side is for this triangle? It's this one right here. And that one's negative, right? And this is the hypotenuse, which is 3. How do I know that 2 is negative and not the 3? Because the hypotenuse is never negative. The hypotenuse is never negative. Okay, so can I put negative 2 and 3 on this? Yes. Can I put negative 2 and 3 on this? Oops. No, this doesn't work. This is not negative 2 right there. That would be positive 2, right? So that one doesn't work. So now if I wanted to find all 6 trigonometric functions for this triangle, I must find this missing side. And to do that, I'm going to use Pythagoras. Pythagoras, what do we do? Well, you're supposed to take the 3, you square it, and you set it equal to the missing side, which we'll call y, squared plus negative 2 squared. So what do we get? That would be a 4 equals, 4 plus y squared equals 9, right? And then I would subtract 4 from both sides, which would be 5, and then I would square root both sides, which would be the square root of 5. So your y value is square root of 5. Now can you find all the trigonometric values for this theta? Yes, you can, because now you have the opposite, you have the adjacent, and you have the hypotenuse. You should have no problem finding all the 6 trigonometric values. Do the same thing for letter B, and then you're done. Now for the next one, number 5, cotangent. Do you guys know what cotangent is? Now you're going to do the same thing. I'm not going to do it right now, but you're going to do the same thing. You're going to draw a triangle in every quadrant it tells you to, and one of these quadrants it doesn't work. Okay? Cotangent. What is cotangent? Cotangent of theta equals adj over what? Opposite. Now I heard somebody say cosine over sine. You are also right. Okay, remember cosine is adjacent and opposite is your sine. Remember that? Oh, it's like it's repeating itself over and over. I know. Now I'm going to write this negative rad 2 over 1, so it's a fraction. Now I can see what my adjacent side is and what my opposite side is. You see? Now you can draw your triangles and label them and find your answers, and everything will be glorious. Now I have a question for you guys. These triangles right here, are they inside the unit circle? No, they are not. How do we know that? The hypotenuse is 3. It is not 1. Can we scale these triangles to make them fit inside the unit circle? Yes. But we don't need to right now. You don't need to because you guys know SOHCAHTOA and SHOHCAHTOA, and you guys can use those. You guys don't know what SOHCAHTOA and SHOHCAHTOA is?
I know SOHCAHTOA.
It's the reciprocals, yep. Here's SOHCAHTOA. There's SOHCAHTOA. And then we have SHA. Oops. Sha. Joe. Cow. No. It's Sha. Joe Cow. SOHCAHTOA Shacho Cow. That's why you don't like her. So this is secant. Secant is hypotenuse over adjacent. Cosecant is hypotenuse over opposite. And cotangent is adjacent over opposite. I teach you to shoot my cow. That's what each of those mean. This one's sine, cosine, tangent. That one's secant, cosecant, and cotangent.
That's going to help a lot.
Yeah. Sorry guys, hope you guys get a new cow soon.